have one for you. Did you know that getting fired can actually lead to better opportunities? It's true. Many people find that getting fired opens doors that they've never even considered. So the question is getting fired a blessing in disguise? Let's talk about it. Hello. Welcome back to my channel, you excellent elites. Oh my goodness. Okay, so today we're going to talk about getting fired. I am going to share my experiences of getting fired in my career, some at high level positions, some not so much, some I cared about, some I was thankful for. So, yeah, I shared with you in one of my last videos how I elevated after each position, after transitioning to another position. But now let's let the cat out the bag. Yes, I have been fired quite a few times in my career. Like I said, some I was happy about. Some I was very upset. But after I got over the devastation and after you get over the shock, and each time I became more better and better, seriously. Each time I elevated, I took every single experience I had learned from that particular job, I put that on my resume. That's why it is so important to learn every single thing that every opportunity offers you. If you have an opportunity to learn how board meetings are held and minutes of the meeting and Robert's Rules of Order, learn that. Learn it while you're there so you can put it on your resume, and it will help with the sting. It won't sting as bad if you walk away with something. I'm not saying losing your job is easy. By no means. It is full of emotions. There is a sense of loss. There is a sense of identity loss as well, because you're in an environment where everyone knows you, and now no one wants to talk to you because you've been fired. And of course, there's the embarrassment amongst your coworkers. So there is a lot. So that's part one. But then when you get home, the second part of emotions are, how am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to survive? How much do I have saved up on? How quickly can I get a job? How quickly do I want to get a job? Do I need a break? There are so many things that you have to think about and consider. What's your next step going to be? And the first thing everyone wants to do, I'm going to update my resume. Yes, you update your resume, you put it on all the platforms immediately. Absolutely. But at least give yourself a few days before you post it. When you're updating your resume and you're full of emotion and you know, sometimes negative emotions, sometimes you're mad as hell. I know there's been some times I was mad. Like, how dare you? Really? I'll be honest. I got let go because I was skinny. I got let go. It wasn't because of my performance. I've never been let go because of my performance. Never, ever, ever. It's been other issues. It's been because I've been skinny. It's because I didn't follow the rules. Which again, I didn't know the rules, so it was what it was. It's been a few reasons. However, the 2 years, the 3 years that I was with those companies, I learned a lot. And I do mean a lot. My emphasis was on meeting planning. I wanted to take my meeting planning skills to a different level because, at this time in society, they were cutting out corporate meeting planners. And, that was part of one of my goals, some of the things that I could have done after I was let go, but I didn't want to do that. I really wanted to get back to what my core was, my core strengths, and that is being an executive assistant. It's interesting because um, one of my jobs, it was mutual. I didn't want to be there, and they didn't want me there. And we agreed that we would both go our separate ways. But there was also a feeling in the back of my mind that this was a blessing in disguise. I learned so much that when I say completely made me marketable, I got a job within 2 weeks when I started looking. I did take some time, but when I started looking, I literally interviewed and had my second interview. And by the time I got to the third interview, they made an offer. And it was literally 3 weeks. Yeah, so when I started looking, I had a different mindset. I felt stronger. I felt more empowered. The more I was updating my resume and realizing, seriously realizing that I had these additional gifts and experiences, and I felt comfortable sharing and talking about them with my future employers, man, I was like, okay, so this was the salary I was making there. I think with these additional experiences and responsibilities, I think I want my salary to be this. And I went for it and I got it. It was no question, it was no doubt about it. And I continued that journey each and every time. And that should be your mindset. You go into each job, you learn everything that you can learn. If something were to happen, you will walk away with something way more valuable than that particular job. It's called experience. And experience is what gets you paid 100%. But prior to actually engaging and filling out applications, I had to take a step back and say, what is it that I really want to do? What inspires me? What are the things that I would change going forward as far as my career is concerned? So, for example, I personally don't like answering phones. Um, I know it is part of my job, but it bothers me to stop, even though you're interrupted all day long, to stop again, answer the phone, answer the phone, answer the phone, answer the phone, especially knowing that there's cell phones now. So why are you calling an office phone when you can just call them on their cell phone? But that's just my thing. That's my thing. So with that, I was looking for something that was hybrid. Maybe I can go in the office a couple of days and then work from home, some days. But that was pretty important to me when I was looking for my position that I'm in now. Did I get that? No, I didn't get it. But I wanted it. It was on my list. Ended up getting it later. Unfortunately, COVID hit. So once I stepped back and kind of weighed out the things that made me happy, the things that I didn't want to do again, which was quite liberating, to be honest with you. I decided that if I really wanted to do this particular thing, then again, there were online courses, there were YouTube videos, there were experts out there that are willing to share this information with you to give you a leg up on, your competition. So I did that, and I did that for a minute, and it's still working for me in my career. Just taking that online course because I did not know, this one, which was project. I didn't know project, and I figured maybe I'd learn it. One more thing to add to my resume. So just realize that getting fired is not the end of your journey. It's the beginning of another chapter, another journey, which was going to continue to happen as long as you live, unless you just put your head under a rock and decide that you don't want to do anything whatsoever. I don't know. I don't want to do that. But yeah. And then when you get your new job, and you've elevated your brand, your experience, your resume, and you look back in hindsight at that last job, yeah, it was a blessing. No matter how bad it hurt, no matter how bad you were disappointed, no matter how long you thought what you could have done better at that job, you actually did better because you took a chance to reinvent yourself. You trusted in your experience and the knowledge and training that you received at this last job. And you did not let that loss define you. That's important. A company does not make you, you make you. A company will be around. You make you. So, what have I learned from these experiences? For sure, setbacks can also benefit you. They can be the best thing that could ever happen to you. Sometimes it helps to stop for a moment, to reassess and reevaluate where you are, where you want to go, how you want to get there, maybe some processes to take you there. And that reflection time is pretty important. It's all about how you choose to respond to these changes, reassessing your goals, taking risk, stepping outside of your comfort zone. You have big opportunity to sell yourself. No one knows you. Practice. Do your risk taking. I have videos out there to help you with your interviews. Go back, watch my videos. You'll be surprised on how confident you'll be if you change your mindset and say, this is not a loss. This is an opportunity. So thank you so much for joining me today, you excellent elites. I know we're going to go further and further and further. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button, hit that notification button, share this video. I am truly trying to hit 1,000 subscribers within the next 3 months. I think we can get there with your help. This will help me build this channel and bring it to more people who may need it. So share down in the comment section. Let me know, situations that you've had with getting fired, let go, laid off, however you want to say it. You lost your job. It's okay. You'll be fine. You will be fine. Until then, talk to you soon.